Chris Jericho is famous for having his very own list, but in his personal life, he has a list of his favorite nerdy things, which includes the 1960s Batman TV series, Star Wars, and comic books. He's such a big fan of comic books that a super fan of his handmade a comic book about him that he gave to Chris Jericho as a gift. Chris is also a big fan of the Walking Dead TV series, and even appeared on the Walking Dead post show, Talking Dead. The ultimate thing that really makes Chris Jericho a true nerd at heart is his Jason Voorhees tattoo. Samoa Joe calls himself the Destroyer, but besides destroying his fellow wrestlers in the ring, he also loves destroying his virtual enemies when he plays his favorite video games. Rusev may look like a brute, but the real Rusev is a total nerd and loves video games. He's been seen many times on Xavier Woods' YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if it's current games or ones from the past. Rusev loves the world of video games. Seth Rollins' nickname is the Architect, but his real-life nickname might as well be the Nerd. When Seth isn't hitting pedigrees, he's playing video games by himself, with his pet dog Kevin, or with fellow wrestlers on Xavier Woods' Up Up Down Down YouTube channel. Seth's favorite video game is Madden, and has even played in many Madden tournaments against other wrestlers. Seth is such a big nerd that he even dressed up as Mario for Halloween. In real life, Seth also wears glasses, which makes him look totally different than his WWE on-screen character, and some fans don't even recognize him when he wears them. Japan is the biggest consumer of video games per capita, and one of those consumers growing up was Asuka, who is a big fan of all video games. Besides playing video games, she's an expert chess player, does cosplay, goes to conventions, watches anime, and a big portion of her wardrobe are nerdy t-shirts. John Cena definitely doesn't look like a nerd, but in reality, he's actually a big-time gamer. He owns all of the major consoles and plays them during his time off, and when he's in his trailer on movie sets. John even takes the time to play games with his fans. Besides gaming, John is also a big fan of Star Wars, which he has referenced many times in his past promos. WWE has briefly touched upon Alexa Bliss's love of nerdy things on TV, but what fans don't know is how big of a nerd she truly is. Alexa Bliss loves all things Disney, especially Toy Story. She also loves comic books and horror movies, and even dressed up as Freddy Krueger on WWE TV on several different occasions. Alexa's nerdiness doesn't end there though. She even loves playing video games, including Mario Kart and Sonic the Hedgehog. Kane isn't exactly into anything nerdy, but he definitely looks like a nerd in real life, sporting glasses and a suit and tie that shows he is nothing like the Demon Kane character outside WWE. Roman Reigns might be the least nerdiest looking wrestler on the WWE roster, but the truth is he's actually one of the nerdiest in real life, as gaming is his favorite hobby and he plays them when he's not wrestling or spending time with his daughter. In his downtime from wrestling, he loves playing Call of Duty and Guitar Hero. Finn Balor is definitely a nerd, who isn't afraid to show his nerdiness in the ring, especially back when he was known as Prince Devitt. Instead of being done up as the Demon King, he would sometimes be made up as Spider-Man, Freddy Krueger, the Punisher, Darth Maul, or the Joker. Besides dressing up as his favorite characters, Finn also has a love for Legos. His interest in Legos was once featured on an episode of NXT for a bio video about himself, where he built Legos with his real-life friend, Sami Zayn. And the list doesn't even end there. He also loves Star Wars, Toy Story, The Simpsons, and is very interested in space travel.